Hey dolls, welcome back to my channel. It's the girl Shakina and I'm back with another fabulous tutorial. Now today we are doing a beautiful Barbie look on my mom and with a splash of color. So right now I'm just doing her eyebrows. I did her eyebrows off camera and I used the LA Girl gel liner in shade brown. And I'm also just carving out her eyebrows with the LA Girl concealer in the shade medium beige. And I'm just using a flat concealer brush to do so. So now I'm prepping her eyes for eyeshadow and I'm using the P. Louise Beige Rumour 0.5 just to give her that beautiful blank canvas for our eyeshadow. So now I'm taking a purple color from the Splash of Hues Volume 1 palette, which I'm just pressing in the purple and then I'm going to blend it inwards into the concealer in circular motions back and forth. I'm now taking a pink color, Magenta Kiss, from the same Splash of Hues eyeshadow palette and I'm going over the purple. And then I'm going to take a clean blending brush and go over that pink, just making sure it's nice and seamless. And then I'm going to take that 90s Love from the Obsessed Pinky Rose Cosmetic palette. And I'm going to go over that dark pink that I used. So now I'm going back into some purple, but I'm using a darker purple, which is coming from the Be Bella Cosmetics eyeshadow palette, the B35D eyeshadow palette. And I'm just blending in, just make it nice and seamless. So now I'm cutting her crease using the same P. Louise base. I know her eyes are hooded. I just have to go over the hooded so we can see when she opens her eyes. You can still see the cut crease, but I give her the mirror to make sure she's comfortable with that. Right. So now I'm just pressing in some loose eyeshadow pigment. This is a fluorescent yellow, and now I'm using a fluorescent green. And I press them into the concealer so the concealer will just, just grab that pigment. We don't need any pigment not sticking because then that's a lot of confusion and your work wouldn't look that popping. So yeah, I'm just going over the eyeshadow again, just blending, bringing back some color, just making sure everything is seamless. Now I prime her eyelids with the J-Cat All About That base glitter eyeshadow primer, and then I'm just putting some glitter over that, some nice yellow and also green glitter. You can't really see it, but yeah, just make it pop a little bit more. And now I'm using the Muse liquid eyeliner. Having primed and moisturized her skin off camera, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Coverage foundation in the shade Tan, and she's making sure I scrape every last product out of that foundation bottle onto her face. So yeah, I'm just blending that in and using a flat foundation brush. So now it's time to highlight, and I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer and I'm using the same shade medium beige, and I'm just highlighting, going to town the forehead, under the eye, nose, cupid's bow and chin. Now I'm blending out using a beauty blender. Make sure your beauty blender is damp, not soaking wet but just damp. It will help blend out the product seamlessly. And I'm using the black opal stick foundation in the shade Nutmeg to just give her some, some warmth to the skin. Just blending it out, and then I use some LA Girl Pro Face Press Powder in the shade 12 to contour her face. And now I'm going in with the Sacha Buttercup Press Powder. This is a satin powder, and I'm just going on the places that I concealed, making sure everything is locked in and sealed. Now I'm just carving out her contour, making sure it's nice and sharp because she loves that. So now, getting rid of all that setting powder, I'm going in with the Elegir Pro Face Powder in shade 10. And I'm just getting rid of all of that so we won't have any flashbacks. Finishing up the powder, I'm using the Elegir Setting Spray. And I just sprayed her face. And now I'm going in with the blush after the setting spray has dried. I'm using the Juvia's Place Saharan Blush 2 palette. And I'm taking the 2 light pinky shades. Now it's time to highlight, my favorite part. And I use the Juvia's Place Loose Highlight powder. And this is the shade Royalty 2. And I'm using a small fan brush. Not many people use fan brushes anymore, but I just love to use a fan brush when I'm using loose highlight pigment. So now I'm just putting some of that highlight on her brow bone. Going in with some mascara to just, bring back that dark color to apply the eyelashes. I'm using She Makeup mascara, and then I use the Meek lashes from Maroon Cosmetics. I will list her IG in the description box, but I love her eyelashes. These are Meek 25mm, and I had the shade, I had the style Hollywood. My mom actually loved this though. So now I'm just going in with some white pigment under the eyes, so I could apply some eyeshadow under there and also keep that white pigment as like a white under eye. So I'm going back into the same Pinky Rose Obsessed palette with a 90s Love and press on some pink. And now I'm doing her lips using the Milani lipstick in the shade 7. Just outlining her lips. And then I use a shader brush to go in with the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. And this is the shade Tokyo. And then afterwards, we just went into some gloss and popped it on the lids. And yeah. So thank you guys for watching my tutorial. Hope you guys love this look just as much as my mom and I. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also follow us on Instagram at glam_dolls and Facebook. And stay tuned for more videos.